Welcome to round 3 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of February 18th. I'm Nicole and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
We're moms of teens and young adults, and when it comes to parenting, we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. But we're still waiting for that day when we'll reach the finish line and have no further need to lay down in a dark room with a wet rag over our eyes worrying about something or other. Wednesday is complaint day here on the Parenting Roundabout, and I have a rant today about lining up.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I love shopping at Target. Like, who doesn't like shopping at Target, right? Like, it's your one-stop shop.
Absolutely.
But honest to goodness, my local Target stresses me the heck out.
They do have a line issue at Target.
I have an issue with the lineups at Target.
Mm-hmm.
So, used to be, I don't know if your Targets have this, but they've stacked, like, it was done a couple years ago, but it's just really starting to bother me now. But they've stacked the cash registers. So, like, there's a front row of cash registers.
Oh.
Like, checkout, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then about 10 steps behind them is a second row.
Oh.
And they're, like, one in front of the other.
We don't have that.
And
we do.
That is annoying.
Honest to goodness, I have no idea how that works. Like, I've been going, it's been remodeled. It's probably been like that for about 3 or 4 years. It still stresses me out when I go there.
Oh, dear.
Like, is it one big lineup and then we move to the first available? Is it every man for themselves and we pick our own cash register? And then not to mention the entire space. I mean, if you had a child in a cart, it would be impossible to get around. Like, you can't get around people with carts and strollers and people. They just did not think about parents when they did this, is what I'm trying to say. Lineups are just the worst. And Target, you are being particularly horrific these days. You are not helping parents because, I mean, and everything is within reach because the cash registers are so cramped together. So your kid, if you've got one in the cart, just needs to, like, lean over and grab,
anything and everything.
Anything and everything. It just is not parent friendly, and Target needs to step up their game.
I was in just a regular line of Target without this whole doubled up things, and there was a couple behind me with a baby who was doing that. He was just reaching for everything, and I didn't have that much stuff, and I had a lot of time, and I just said, do you guys want to go before me? And they said, oh, no. I'm like, really, I've been where you are. It's okay. I know how hard it is, but they made me go first. But Target's lines are often just ridiculously long. Even now they've put in with us, like, the self-checkout. Do they have that there?
They do, but it's only for, 3 or 4 items, and people get testy if you show up with a cartload of stuff.
Yeah, there's lines for that too. So it's like, if I'm going to stand in line, I'll have somebody do it for me. But it does get ridiculous. They don't often seem to have enough open, and
I feel like there needs to be line traffic control.
Yeah. Oh, but who would want that job? Would you want that job of telling people, ma'am, please get in the right line, sir, please don't cut in front of this person? You would be ambushed in the parking lot.
I would do it.
Oh, you would take that job?
Nicole's willing to take it on.
Oh, man.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily take it on, but I'd be so happy
that
if Target
is a thankless gig right there.
A traffic controller.
It's going to be some poor teenager who they just say, go tell the people to get in line.
Yeah.
No.
They gotta, earn their stripes. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I'm having, my rant is I'm having lineup anxiety these days, and I don't know why. But it's just, and I get stressed for myself. I get stressed for parents. I get, with young kids. It's just not a good situation.
Is it just like that you see something that's not right and you wish to correct it?
Well,
and you do this so much in your professional life that it just laps over to everything else. This isn't fair. It's not equitable.
No, it's like, why? Well, maybe it's like, why did you have to do this? Like, who thought this was going to be a good idea? Because it's just chaos. It's constant chaos. It's like when you go through the airport and you have to go, do the whole check and take your shoes and computer out, and it's just utter chaos. It's that feeling of like, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I going the right place? Am I?
Yeah.
Right.
Extra
If I
level
say
of
something
anxiety.
out loud, will I get arrested?
Yeah. It's a very stressful situation.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. And yeah, the whole and trying to keep your kids contained. I mean, I just, I feel so bad when I see parents with toddlers who are going through those checkout lines because I know, we've been there, done that, right?
This is why we shop online.
Wouldn't life have been so much easier though if we'd had that?
Yes.
Or the drive. There's so many things that have a drive-through now. Like,
awesome.
Grocery stores now have like the drive-up pickup.
Yeah, or delivery.
Or
delivery. Yeah.
Those are a blessing.
They are.
Anything that can avoid being in the company of your fellow humans in a shopping situation is just all kinds of awesome.
Well, and hauling the kid out.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well worth a few extra bucks not to have to do all that stuff.
The worst was when they were a toddler and you had to get them, like they weren't quite crawling into their car seat yet and you had to, throw them in there and in the middle of, they weren't probably toddler, they were older babies, but it was like trying to get them into the middle of the back seat of your car.
Yep. And I went from 0 to 2. And so I was having to just go from being a carefree, childless person to figuring out how to work all the things on the different types of car seats, because one kid was 4 and one kid was 2, and what they needed, and then the 2-seater stroller for a while, and then it was just like constantly folding things, unfolding things, buckling things, unbuckling things, and if you unbuckle this one first, then they're going to go dart away, and so you have to... Right. It's like, just going to stay home with a wet rag.
The giant cart at the supermarket that has 2 places to strap in 2 kids. No, you just stay home.
That's right. So you send your spouse out. I'll watch one of us watches the kids, the other one goes out. I would actually have the spouse watch the kids, and I get to go out into the free world and buy myself a candy bar with the groceries, and nobody needs to know. But... I
mean, those lineups are, they're dreadful for kids, but for adults, they can often be a lifesaver.
Yeah.
All the chocolates available at the lineup.
Yes, that's true.
So,
anyway,
So, I don't know. If anybody out there knows how to navigate these Target lineups, I would love to hear.
They need, those things they have at the movie theater with the ropes between them to, make the aisles. They need something like that, or possibly an electrified fence.
Do you understand the anxiety? It's like, okay, where do I go? Do I go to, if the person ahead of me is unpacking, but then the person ahead of them is almost done? Do I wait for the closest person to me? Do I try and squeeze past and go to the next person up? You know what I mean? Like,
yes, it's complicated. And
it's horrifyingly complicated situation.
And it's like you simultaneously do not want to take advantage of somebody else and do not want to get taken advantage of. So you have to kind of assert your right to your space, but not encroach on anybody else's. And it's really difficult, especially difficult for a 4'10" person, let me tell you.
Yes.
You at least have a little more commanding presence, Nicole. I am thought to be somebody's child, and so people look right over the top of me. I'm like, excuse me, I was here. I'm in line.
And then you have the factor of everyone being on their phone while they're waiting.
Yes.
So then they don't realize that they're next or.
Yeah. Yeah. Although sometimes that's a good thing because it can keep your mind off of
the stress.
Plus, if they get distracted, you can cut ahead of them.
Right.
Yeah, I was here before. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. You didn't
just little me. Oh man. Well, that I think is enough fretting for today's round 3, though you have reinforced my decision to never leave my house for any reason at all. Thank you. I knew it was bad out there. You've confirmed this. Tune in tomorrow when we'll obsess about kids' exercise habits. Oh, fun. And then come back on Friday to see what we've come up with for our Roundabout Roundup picks this week. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.